Hello everyone, I'm Yannis, Kalafatis, and together we'll learn more about the Mediterranean cuisine and diet. Today we will see one of the most beloved dishes in Greece by Greeks, especially, but from other people as well. That will be Pastitsio. It's something that in Greece we love a lot. Even just the minced meat with the pasta is a dish separately that we're gonna see together. Is another thing that is loved, especially when I did my national service. There were songs about this coming back to your household and it is etc, etc. There are three major components we'll need here. It will be a bechamel sauce, a Bolognese sauce, so basically mincemeat sauce, and then pasta. All that will come together into a tray and will go in the oven. It's a similar recipe to moussaka that we've seen this channel before, so we'll be up here the link for it. And also, or you can just check her channel, it's on the videos. Now, before we even start, I want you to do one thing, please. Open up the recipe, the link will be down below in the description for our website, or you can just type yanniskalafatis.com, so you can get all the ingredients together because it's a big recipe, and let me show you what to do. Oh, and also don't forget to click the red button and subscribe, so make more beautiful recipes like this, and share this video with your friends and family, so get more people here. Okay, so now I've got everything here together. Ignore the spot for now. So we'll start with the one here on the bottom. First, we want to melt our butter. Now this is a traditional recipe for La roux gastronomique book, where we're gonna create a roux and then add the milk. If you follow the recipe, you'll be fine. It's very simple. You can use a whisk if you want. I have this little tool that does pretty much the same job. I just don't want to scratch my pan. Okay, our butter is melted. We're gonna go ahead with our flour all in, and I want to mix well. Now we need to be very careful here. We don't want max heat. We want to cook our roux, but without changing the color max. I was gonna change the color of our sauce. Let's just cook a little bit the flourness. There we go. We have cooked it enough, so we're gonna go ahead and add our milk here. We're not gonna do it all at once. You wanna go slowly and incorporate by whisking. When this will become one, then we're gonna go with more and then repeat this process. There you go. A bit more starchy, we can go with a little bit more. There we go, and then we can go with the rest. Perfect. As you can see, it's not completely liquid. It's a little bit thick. That is a very good indication. Now we want to increase the heat again, but we need to keep stirring from time to time, especially in the middle, so that it doesn't catch. When that comes to boil, that will thicken. So that's what we're gonna get. So I want you to look at, let me bring it there, cool. So I want you to look how much it has thickened. So that one, when it cools down, we'll set even more. There you go, this is it. I came to a boil, thicken, that's it, no problem. So we're gonna pull it aside. While this is still hot, I want you to go in with about 50 grams of butter and our cheese. That will help us to cool it down, okay. So we're gonna stir it a little bit until it melts. Alright, so now the last step, we're gonna drop our our spices. We're gonna mix, and then we're gonna transfer it straight into a bowl. Now this is how to make a successful bechamel sauce in very few easy steps. If you're not making it for the purpose of a pasticcio, or you don't want it that thick, don't add cheese. You don't have to add cheese. It can be very simple and have it with pasta, or yeah, it's up to you. So now let's move on and prepare everything for our Bolognese sauce, which will be with mincemeat and the tomato, beautiful sauce. And so yeah, let's have a look. Now before we prepare to cut anything, if you haven't watched, you can see some tips on how to become better home cook. Yeah, this is the first step that first thing that we talk onto this video. Place a wet cloth or something under your chopping board so it doesn't move, and then you don't hurt yourself. Okay, before we start the sauce, we'll switch on our oven to 200 degrees. Alright, we'll turn on the heat onto strong. We'll put a lot of olive oil, like we do most of the time. Alright, our oil is hot. So this time we'll start with our minced meat. This will take a little bit longer, and then we'll add our veg so they don't burn by the time our minced meat will be cooked. And then we'll add half of the amount of the one we added into with beef. So at the same time that we're doing our minced meat, we'll put a pot with water to bring it to boil. We'll season it with a little bit of oil and then some salt. Okay, our minced meat has changed color, and so what we're gonna do is we're gonna transfer it into a bowl as we're doing big quantities. And straight back to the pan, we're gonna add olive oil again. If it has a few bits, it's okay, it's gonna go all together anyway. And we wanna keep those juices here because that will be flavor. Instead of adding it in water, we can keep that and use it in a moment. So our oil is hot. We'll go with our vegetables in. Here, as you can see, I'm using baby leeks instead of using the actual leeks. That's a preference. Plus, I grow them myself, so they always have a different flavor in the supermarket. Now, also by doing it this way, the mincemeat has released its fat and some of the, let's say, grease or the flavor that it has inside. So there will be an extra flavor adding to our veg. Okay, when we come to the stage and our veg are translucent, we'll get our beautiful Greek wine from North Evia, from Grignotis, and we're gonna deglaze. Strong heat, we're gonna reduce and burn off the alcohol. Alright, we have burnt all the alcohol, right? It's just the juices that we want to keep from the wine left. So we're gonna drop in some tomato paste. There you go. And we're gonna mix it well to cook it off. That'll remove most of its sourness. And after that, we'll go straight in with our tomatoes. We'll put back our mincemeat as well. And we'll mix everything. Now we'll bring it to a boil, and then if we have to, we'll thicken it up with a little bit of cornflour. Here's important that you find the spaghetti that are number 8 or 6, they're much thicker. I couldn't find those, so I'll just cook the thin ones. Okay, now once the other two are cooking, there's an important thing I've done. So I've added a little bit of more cheese. As you can see, a little bit of grainy. This is just the cheese that I've just added. And then I'm gonna crack 2 whole eggs. So we're gonna mix it, and that will help with the structure of the whole dish. Alright, our mince meat is nearly ready. Now for our pasta is a little bit after al dente, so we're gonna switch it off and we're gonna strain it. So we're gonna switch it off and strain it straight away. Now straight away you can use any fat and mix it so it doesn't stick together. And we will put them straight to our tray. Now depending on the tray you use, if you think it's too much you can remove some, so I'm gonna keep this portion on the side. This is the perfect amount because we can mix it with minced meat and then put the bechamel on top. Successful. Now back here to our minced meat, this is cooked. So what we're gonna do now, we will get some cold water into a bowl and we will add about 1.5 tablespoons of cornflour, cornstarch even. We use the help of a fork to dissolve it into the very cold water. When there are no lumps and it's just basic liquid, we'll just go all in here. We're gonna mix it, and this, as soon as come into a boil, it will thicken a little bit. That will make it the perfect consistency. Because when we add it into our pasta, we don't want it to split and have all the liquid everywhere. We want it to be a bit thick, so it's more pleasant when we eat it. There you go. Now let's cook it for a little bit so it cooks off the cornstarch and you don't get this bitterness. And then we're ready to go. This is a perfect result. This is what we're looking for. There you go. Look at this. Look at this. I just want you to see how important it is. Beautiful consistency. Okay, so right here we've got our bechamel on my right, our bolognese here on the left in the pan, and then we've got our pasta here. So before the pasta gets really cold, we have mixed them with olive oil, as we said. There's 2 ways. One is to do another layer above the pasta, or my favorite thing is to mix them with the pasta. So we're gonna go ahead and drop half of this, or maybe even more, let's see. Again, I'm doing a little bit of extra as a quantity. You don't have to do that. Okay, follow the recipe, you'll be perfectly fine. If you have bigger tongs, feel free to do with the tongs, but I'm burning myself, so I'm gonna use a spoon. Okay, after we have mixed it well and it's everywhere, what we're going to do, I'm gonna chop a little bit more on the top. Okay, there you go. And don't forget the corners as well, it's very important. That's it. So we're gonna add our bechamel on the top, like so. Look at this thickness, this is perfect. That's it. We don't want more than that because we're making it really tall. Oop, there you go. Now, very important step. We're gonna get a cloth because it's very hot. So you wanna hit it down to your hand. You can use the bench if you feel more confident. And the last part will be to grate some hard cheese on the top. There you go. This is our pasticcio, ready to go in the oven. So we'll add our pasticcio for about 40 to 50 minutes and then we'll take it if it needs more. I want you to hear this sound, this crackling sound. Let me get you closer. It's actually really satisfying. So this is how to make pasticcio in the simplest way possible. The sauce are really easy or not hard. Just simply check our website yanniskalafatis.com, or the link will be down below in the description. We have other beautiful recipes, but this as well. As you're down there, make sure you click the red button and subscribe to join us and share this beauty with your friends, so more people learn about it and then you help me out. Other than that, have a beautiful day.